there's a really significant focus on ESG and sustainability. The world wants low emission gas and LNG. Canada has natural advantages and a particularly strong regulatory environment that encourages sustainable production and export to jurisdictions that need it the most. There is a strong and increasing focus on Indigenous groups as partners in major projects in Canada, from the environmental assessment phase through construction and during operations, in jobs, training, procurement for Indigenous businesses during construction and operations, and things like that. At Woodfibre, we're particularly proud to be the first project in Canada to have an Indigenous government outside a treaty as an environmental regulator on our project. First Nations involvement, absolutely key to the future for projects and for First Nations. I would say that gas is going to have a significant role in the world economy for years to come, even in the net zero economy, as that transition fuel until renewables and hydrogen are scalable and able to meet the world's needs. Certainly increasing expectations on the gas and LNG sector of being net zero emissions or not contributing to any net new domestic emissions in Canada. Definitely a theme we hear a lot from governments, and for us at Woodfibre, we committed earlier this year, as part of the Environment and Climate Change Canada Net Zero Challenge, and that commits us to developing a net zero strategy here. I think that one of the major things that I would say here is that there's a clear and growing understanding that environmental protection and economic development are not mutually exclusive. It's possible to grow and support the gas and LNG sector in a way that's complementary to climate action and to Indigenous reconciliation goals. Over the last year, Woodfibre LNG has gone from the planning phase of the project into the beginning of execution as BC's second LNG project. We're the second project in Canada to have regulatory approvals. So last year, we issued notice to proceed to our EPC contractor, McDermott International, and we entered into a joint venture partnership with Enbridge in July, which is really exciting for us. Project's at a really exciting time. Moving ahead, we've got strong engagement with our community and very strong engagement with our Indigenous partners. And at this stage of the project, we're in the pre-construction phase, or early works site preparation on site. And so that means that some of the benefits of a project like ours start to flow. We've got have contractors working locally and things like that start to show progress on the project. And of course, our impact benefit agreement has begun to be executed with the Squamish Nation, and that's exciting. We're preparing for our major construction works to begin this fall, with plans to be operational by 2027 or sooner to meet the demands of the global LNG market. Certainly ramping up our community level programming and presence activity in the community with a clear objective of minimizing the impacts on the community of construction while maximizing the economic benefits locally. And we'll be looking at ways to do more of that over this year in our start of construction and going forward. Working on our worker housing strategy, where we will have on our project a floating workforce accommodation, or a flotel, and we're in the process of environmental amendment on that underway, and the procurement process there. So continue to be excited about the balance of the year ahead, start of our construction year, and moving on with the project. I think that it's an opportunity to see, hear, meet with, experience, can get inspired by how other Canadian companies are leading the way on ESG, on sustainability, on reconciliation with Indigenous people, and moving toward net zero. I think it will help to shape the conversation and public perception of LNG and the ways that it can contribute to energy security, the energy transition, and decarbonization overall, and help to increase the awareness that Canada has the resources and a pathway to support the world's energy transition in a way that benefits our citizens, creates value for Canadians, minimizes impact on our natural environment, and supports our trading partners around the world. We all breathe the same air, and it's the whole world that's trying to decrease carbon emissions. So our ability to contribute to that is important. And the Canada Gas LNG exhibition and conference is a great opportunity to discuss many of those things.